Hello, everybody. It is us again.
We need to come up with like
Consistent names.
we do.
Yeah. I once actually fucking I once tried to give a fake name to somebody, like a stranger that was asking me in public, and I thought like, what's a weird name could give? And my own name is actually weird, so I just thought of my own name and said it, and was like, God, fucking damn it. Anyways, we're back with Lost Planet: Extreme Condition. And
That
this
we
time,
are. We may have not done as much rigorous research beforehand, but I did do a decent amount.
oh, what'd you learn?
Well, I learned some interesting things. More so, whoops. There we go. Okay, sorry. I've been replaying the new God of War lately.
Oh,
Because this is actually some interesting gaming news. Is the documentary about making that game came out. It's actually like 2 hours long. It's really intensive. Actually pretty interesting. Oh, wait, what is this?
yeah.
An energy gun. Ow. Alright. Oh, it's a Spartan laser.
Oh,
Oh, it's actually more like the,
plasma pistol.
yeah.
We were
Fucking
talking
plasma
about the
pistol.
music in this game, or the lack thereof.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
And
did
I
you
was
find
thinking,
anything
I was thinking back because I've been listening to Halo 1 soundtrack.
Oh, god, yeah.
Yeah, it's such a good fucking soundtrack. But thinking too, just like how much that soundtrack in that game helped to just tell the story
Oh,
and inform everything. Like a game spent so much time trying to be cinematic, and that game did it seemingly like effortlessly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like I think there's. It's a game that's just really easy to just pick up and sink into. Like it's so playable.
Oh,
Everything
yeah.
just like keeps moving. Like the score is just there. Plus, ups they have like a pretty like simple story.
It's
at
a
least in the
simple
first
and
one.
it's effective. I would
Yeah.
say. I don't know if it's good story, but it's definitely effective.
Well, I definitely So I was replaying Assassin's Creed 2
yeah?
recently. And it had me thinking about Halo 1 because Assassin's Creed 2 is all those games have like the longest intros.
Yeah, they do.
Assassin's Creed 2 is like an hour-long intro, and Halo basically just did the Star Wars thing where it's like, wake up, there's a ship, it's humans, aliens are attacking it, they're more powerful, we're here at this weird ring thing in space, and yeah, it's like you basically get the gist, and you're like, fuck, alright, here we go.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we're on, and then like they give you like the clip notes, like, hey, here's where you are, go! And then you do, and you just like, next thing you know, you crash landed on this alien ring world, and it's foreign to you, it's foreign to the cast, and you all figure this shit.
And you find a funny little robot who
Yeah.
tells you can solve all the world's problems by pressing one button.
Yep.
God, I love that game.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
really just like effective storytelling.
It is actually. I said, I need to replay it again, like all the way through.
Yeah.
Actually, Halo Reach is coming to the Master Chief Collection, which is actually really cool because that game always got. I mean, it's not like perfect or anything, but you know, it's effective. I would say.
The multiplayer was fun.
It definitely was.
The
Story,
that story sucked.
All right, now where do I go? Is the question.
The whole single player campaign, like it didn't suck, but it wasn't good. It was just nothing. It was just
Yeah, had an effective ending though. I'd say, or at least the way it was implemented was pretty cool.
Oh wait, fuck! I was watching the like developer commentaries for the Halo games.
Oh yeah. Tell me more about that. That
So
is
well,
fascinating.
I saw
to me.
one that they did for like the Halo 3 maps.
Oh, yeah?
It was like map designers talking about like how they developed the different maps. But remember how in the Forge mode of Halo 3 there were the filters you could put in,
Yeah. No, I do remember that.
and there was the super saturated one, and there was like the gloomy one
I
that like
remember.
made everything sort of like sepia tone.
Yeah.
And when they were demonstrating it in the commentary, one of them goes, "Hey, do the Gears of War one," and they turn on the the gloom filter, and they were like, "Hey, we're not supposed to say that. We're not supposed to publicly talk shit."
I miss Bungie.
Yeah,
That's fucking
yeah, because
funny.
fucking
Is this on YouTube? Or
yeah,
something?
yeah.
Oh, sweet.
They or there isn't one on YouTube for Halo
Oh my god,
3, but there's
music.
yeah, out of
Holy
fucking
shit.
nowhere.
Oh my.
That's a mic. Whoa, shit!
Oh my god.
Oh shit! Oh, it's a worm.
It's definitely a worm. It's in a very odd position right here.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oh, your energy thing is running low.
Yeah.
Better kill some of those little guys to
Yeah.
spawn you more ammo.
So is this where we're gonna start feeling the pain of that
Probably.
mechanic.
I'm gonna guess. Actually, thinking of this now, so on the note of Capcom games and arcade-esque Capcom games, I've been replaying Mega Man 2 lately.
Oh, nice.
For the NES. It's fucking great. I mean, all NES games have the thing of like when their version of padding shit out was to make stuff incredibly frustrating
and hard,
which will turn just like they'll take a stage that should take 15 minutes complete and be like, wait, what if we do a puzzle where the platforms just appear and disappear in the same set pattern, but like before you could see them, and you just need to like press like hold right and press A just like to a beat, just like consistently at the right thing.
Happens,
And it, oh god, I was doing that shit earlier. It was the most frustrating fucking thing. But best fucking game music. In that shit. That's why I started playing, because I was listening to the soundtrack to that.
Yeah.
A ton. But yeah, no, I noticed that like I guess maybe they were trying to go for like a similar thing where it's like you have health and also just like your energy meter. But in that one it worked different. But what made me think of that is the trick in that game to just like kill the little enemies to get them to instantly like dump you supplies. I think you gotta aim for the yellow things there.
I'm trying to. Oh, whoa.
Damn.
Well, that is definitely a Capcom moment, because that looks fucking ridiculous as shit.
What the fuck? That was that was an
so
insta-kill?
That was so abrupt.
That was fucking bullshit.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm gonna take a brownie.
Take a brownie.
But some of the things I found out about this game, it was a little hard, though, because, again, it feels like this was, you know, we both, as you were saying, I think last week, how this was kind of like they were in pre-production so long that it just became a game.
Yeah.
So I feel like there wasn't like a lot of people paying attention to it until after it came out. So I don't think there was that much interest in it. No,
yeah, there really wasn't. It didn't make a huge splash.
It really didn't, which is funny to think that they made 2 other games out of this franchise.
Yeah. I thought it was weird when Lost Planet 2 came out. I was like, oh, I didn't know anyone but me had played Lost Planet.
Yeah. And it sure as hell I didn't play Lost Planet, because I actually didn't hear about the first one until I heard about the second one. But it sounds like it was a pretty average, like, behind the scenes kind of thing, but you were mentioning before how, you know, kind of was mudding the, you know, trying to appeal to everybody.
Yeah.
And it sounds like that was actually, like, intentionally the case. They were trying to appeal to both, you know, Western and Eastern audiences, as opposed to, you know, focusing on something else. And I suppose they were trying to create something new out of it, but the result kind of comes across as neither embracing each other.
Yeah.
I mean, because Resident Evil 4 is essentially, like, to put it into 2 different horror games, one by Capcom, one by Konami. Silent Hill is when they fully embraced, you know, Japanese horror with a spattering of David Lynch, and then and Jacob's Ladder, a lot of Jacob's Ladder, actually.
Jacob's Ladder, what's that?
Wait, you never seen Jacob's Ladder?
No.
Really interesting movie. I can't really describe it too well, but, you know, you could see a lot of, like, Silent Hill took a lot from Jacob's Ladder in terms of, like, horror and stuff like that. It's about Tim Robbins as a veteran, and he comes back home and he just finds everything start going just weird, and he doesn't know if it's, you know, illusion or not. A lot of, you know, Silent Hill type imagery and stuff.
Gotcha. I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's a very good movie. It's very depressing, though, so only see if you're, like, in the right mood.
Gotcha.
Because otherwise you're just like, it's another one of those movies.
This soundtrack is sounding like the Gears of War soundtrack. I assume it wasn't a ripoff, like they came out the same year.
Yeah.
Just coincidence.
I mean, this is just kind of, you know, the generic kind of war music.
Yeah.
It sounds like the director gave a lot of freedom to, like, the team, because he was talking to, like, the concept artist. And the concept artist was really responsible for, like, not just, like, you know, the concept art, but also, like, dictating the rules of the world and stuff like that. Or at least it sounded like that from last I read it. I can probably pull up the interview soon, but
oh, God damn it! All right, and we're kicking off the drinking for this episode.
Ah, yes.
Fucking yeah, we're drinking Dad's homemade rum.
Yeah, it's rum. Oh. Tastes a lot like apples this time.
Yep. Spiced apples.
Mm-hmm. And no alcohol you can taste, so it's dangerous as shit.
I can taste the alcohol in this one.
Can?
Yeah.
At least it's not as dangerous this time.
Yeah. Fucking.
No, you met my parents now.
I have. Briefly.
Very briefly. They're very white.
They were quite white. They seemed nice.
Yeah. All right, hang on.
That series of student films was okay. There needs to be a better term for like that type of indie movie. I'm gonna call them the long look movies.
The long look.
Long look movies.
You mean the Kubrick stare wannabes?
Yeah, but not even that, because the Kubrick stare is different. The Kubrick stare is like, you know, people like staring into the camera or something.
Looking
like I don't
creepy.
like it's
Yeah.
movies. I'm talking about movies like Blue Ruin, or
Oh.
fucking shit like that. Like, you know,
I've never seen Blue Ruin.
Don't.
It...
Fucking sucks. Boring
well,
as shit.
I just blew up my fucking...
Oh, what the fuck?
God damn it!
God damn it!
I think I saw another one, though, so I'll run to it. But, you were saying the stare?
Oh, yeah, just movies where I guess every character is in a dead marriage with everybody else. And all people do is just fucking sit and stare.
Yeah. That was the long one, as I like to call it.
Yeah.
The person who made it is a nice guy.
Like, that's the thing with, like, when people do, like, student films that are always, like, those, like, long, slow, boring, dramatic pieces. Yeah. It's like, wait, yeah. To quote Dave Grohl, fucking, the deep cuts don't keep the mansions running.
Yeah.
Why do you think people go to the movies?
Yeah. Well, I will say that, I mean, I had, so this is just us talking about film for a little bit, is, I think another reason is that there's a bit of a pressure to, like, try and deliver some kind of deep masterpiece because, you know,
because when you're young, everyone acts like you don't know shit, so you're desperate to prove something.
Yeah, but also, the other thing is you have access to a lot of gear and stuff like that, so you're like, because I actually had that thing where I had more of a dramatic script, and then I had, you know, the one I went up going with, between those two, and then I was kind of like, this one I actually think is probably going to be better, but I mean, I'm not going to have access to this gear, like, for this cheap again. Should I do that? But then eventually I was like, you know what? It's better to be better than, you know, pretentious and slow and pretty, but, you know.
Yeah. It's just,
but I do think that's a bit, I think that's sometimes it's a little unfair when you have, you know, just because of the way the industry is and how expensive it is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also am like, there could be better versions of this as well. Jesus. Right.
You see, this is a pretty cool actual creature design. It's like a big worm thing that's like spitting out monsters, like undulating.
Yeah.
But the same thing I mentioned last week is when all the enemies just have these big glowing weak points, it just like it trains your brain to ignore their cool designs and just focus on the little spot that can kill them. Yeah,
I feel like I said last week as well. I just feel that if they incorporate that into the design better than just feeling like a bunch of glowing weak spots.
Yeah.
This is a giant enemy crab. Attack its weak point for massive damage.
Yeah, like why do they need to make him like so glowing too?
Yeah. I mean, man, evolution really fucked these guys because their weak points are highlighted for the predators to eat them.
Yeah. Is there something about the conditions of life on this planet that they have like yellow based color blindness?
Yeah.
Like just the components aren't there. God damn it! That fucking
what if this turns out this is an optional boss battle the entire time?
Oh, maybe I should go for that. Just try to run straight past.
Let's try.
Oh, God, yeah, I guess no matter what, that thing will blow up your vehicle.
I think I saw another vehicle over there, though, so maybe we could just run past them, because it looks like there is more level out here. We could definitely get a gun. I think it's busted, though. Oh, there we go, we can get a gun.
Alright.
Yeah.
So we got a rocket launcher.
Oh, yeah, we do. I thought for a second it was a Gatling gun. Yeah, this is definitely reminding me of Halo 2 and 3 when you could get the
detach the turrets.
Yeah, detach the turrets.
You couldn't do that in Halo 2. They wanted to do it, but they couldn't.
Oh,
if
yeah,
you watch
you're
the
right.
developers commentary for Halo 2, when they use the turret, one of them goes, "Hey, wouldn't it be really cool if you could like detach this turret off?" And they all go like, "Fuck you." Yeah. The Halo 2 developers commentary is basically them just
shit talking their own game.
Well, pointing out all the things that they wanted to do that they couldn't
because of budget and time.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Alright, so running away, it seems, is not gonna...
Yeah.
Alright, I think I got... Nope, I did not hit the weak point.
No. Yeah. I just feel that...
I do like this, like, this is actually a pretty cool set piece. And I like, too, that the character design here, like, you're not a badass dude in, like, suit of armor. You're just, like, some dude in a parka.
Yeah.
And there's the giant worm. Definitely great at creating, like, a sense of scale, and this is... intense. Though those insta-kills
that
are getting...
Well, the thing I'm starting to notice, I'm wondering, is that do we have to, like, destroy all those while it's up and we can't really,
Oh, God, if you're even, like, a centimeter off with this rocket launcher, it doesn't hit the yellow spot.
It feels like there must be an easier way to kill it.
I think these little flying enemies exist basically just to dispense health.
Yeah. Which, there are worse ways to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is... you never played Arkham Asylum, but one of the bad things about that final boss was it always felt like whenever the final boss would happen, and then in between those sections, they would send out henchmen. It always felt like they were just sending you free health, basically. Though I know you didn't get health back. I think you got health back from experience in that game. It was actually like the Force Unleashed 2, I think, is whenever you were fighting Darth Vader, eventually he would just send stormtroopers to attack you, but since they dispense free health when you die, it's like, Vader, those aren't some good tactics there, mate.
The alternative to that is always the Halo 1, have the Marines dispense health when you kill them.
Yep.
There's someone who used to call them walking ammo.
Yeah, that's right. What was it that they were? What were they called in Marathon? Like Gary's?
Oh, Bob's.
Bob's.
Born on board. B.O.B.
B.O.B. Yeah, that's right. I remember when we played that. For those of you who don't know, there are certain videos that will never be released on this channel.
I've actually been thinking, I want to go back, I want to do...
another Marathon?
Yeah, but of Marathon 2, because Marathon 2 is actually good.
Oh, yeah.
And Marathon 2 is where you first see, I think, like, the sparks of Halo.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because Marathon... Well, I mean, you get to see in Marathon 2 Halo in its purest form, which is to say... kind of bland levels of a lot of tight corridors with very, very pretty skyboxes that make you feel like you're on an alien world.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not gonna lie, that is. But they are very, very pretty skyboxes in Marathon 2. And
good enemy design, I would assume?
Yeah.
Because that was what was Bungie's greatest strength, was usually enemy design AI.
Yeah.
And their level design was always just like... It was like a nice table. It was perfectly functional.
In Marathon, their level design is... It's mazes. It's key hunting and mazes.
If there's one thing I remember about Marathon 1, it was just the constant mazes.
Same... I mean, that's all the Marathon games. Marathon 2 is easily the best. Marathon 3 is just... weird. And...
We need to get...
Like, it's sort of deliberately alienating at points. Like, Marathon 3 will have, like... The game takes place, like, out of order.
Oh.
Like, literally, you can play it out of order. It will have you randomly looping back to points you've already beaten.
Oh, God, no.
And jumping forward to shit before you've seen it. I played through a bunch of that game. I have no idea what the fuck was happening. I think some people are fans of it for that reason, and I kind of respect it, but it's not well executed.
Yeah.
It's just frustrating and alienating.
It at least had the balls to do that, I guess. But,
yeah.
And plus, that is kind of what, those first kind of games they were supposed to do, is, just the developers throwing around and seeing what worked and what didn't, I suppose.
Yeah.
And then when the thing actually works with Halo, so,
Yeah. Alright, so we got... Do we really gotta take out every single one of these glowing spots?
We must. I mean, I don't know how this is...
Cool enemy design, but this format of it...
It's dispensing health whenever you destroy one of those balls. So maybe we're supposed to shoot inside of the mouth or something, because there's definitely that animation of it open its mouth.
It did do that, but also The going points are on the side, and they are making it retreat every time we take one out.
Exactly, yeah. So I feel maybe we're supposed to stun it and then shoot those things or something.
And I'm out of ammo for everything now. So.
Yeah.
Oh, and insta-kill.
Well, now we're gonna have ammo again, so, you know. That was very smart tactics on your part.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure how far we're gonna get in Lost Planet.
Yeah. Yeah, there has to be a way to do this a bit, I don't know. With boss fights like this, when you have a hard time there's like a fine line between something that's cool to like discover how to beat something and then just being like, fucking Christ, just finish it already.
I mean, like, those like glowy weak points, it looks like there's like 6 of them, and when it's just like, it almost becomes like a chore, like a to-do list. There's just 6 boxes you need to check off.
Yeah.
And it stops being fun after like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
6, that's just padding this out.
Yeah, I think, hey, it's just like the other Capcom games. Oh, did you see the...
Padding it out by making it incredibly frustrating, like we just said earlier.
Yep.
Taking things full circle.
Full circle. We are good writers.
But Capcom and fucking Mega Man 2 had kick-ass music to go behind this.
Yeah, and there's not really any...
And a fast pace.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can actually get this thing going.
It is, but this is all starting to make me like... It is sort of schizophrenic in its... approach to things.
An approach and everything. Yeah, because I get the feeling it seems like the director really liked to have everybody like on board or something like that, but I suppose the downside of that is it sounds like there wasn't quite as much of a strong creative vision behind it. And I'm all for collaboration, but you do need somebody like in charge of the ship, definitely.
I mean, it becomes weird because it's like, okay, small little guy against giant ass worm. That's cool.
Yeah.
But then when small little guy gets like a weapon that's twice his size, it just like changes the tone and the feel. It's like, is this about action or horror or like what are the stakes supposed to be here?
Yeah, at the very least you could say when Gears of War went full on action, they went full on action.
Yeah.
So I guess this is how we're supposed to not run out of ammo, is because this thing can... Alright, so here's another one. Let's see if this one survives. But one thing I wanted to finish a tangent was the new God of War documentary came out, which is actually really interesting for the most part. It's pretty cool because I don't know, but that game was in development hell. Not the first God of War, but you know, the new one.
Mm-hmm.
It was in development for 5 years.
Jesus.
And a lot of that came from, you know, the struggle to reinvent it and trying to find a good version of it and all that stuff. Why? I don't know why it's not moving that much. But a lot of the struggle, you know, was like reinventing Kratos and stuff like that. And one thing I kind of appreciate it more now after we played Bulletstorm. Because remember how we were like, it feels like these people are just going around trying to find out, hey, what do the kids like these days? When they have, you know, wives and stuff, and then, you know, the guys in this, they're like, hey, we have wives, maybe we shouldn't be trying to do this anymore. It's like, I like what Cory Barlog says, like, hey, God of War, it's all a bunch of violence and sexism, but no, that's not, we don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, I respect that at the very least. And it kind of came, like, it started development around a little bit after The Last of Us, so I remember when that trailer hit, I thought it was just like taking cues from The Last of Us, but it feels a bit more like they were developing things at the same time kind of thing. Because they were really having a hard time developing this game. And one thing I do appreciate about the game that makes it, I'd say, better than The Last of Us, at least in one respect, is the fact that most of the enemies are demons and monsters and stuff like that, and
as
not
opposed
people.
to, yeah.
And when humans do show up, there's actually like a point to like that, because at one point in the game, you know, since Kratos has his son, you know, and you know, you run into human bandits, well, actually human cannibals, because, you know, it's like food is hard in the Norse and whatever. And they make a huge point about how, you know, Kratos is trying to kill them so that his son doesn't have to. And then, you know, his son is forced to when he's dealing with one, and then, you know, they actually show the repercussions of that. But
yeah,
you
it was a big moment in my childhood, I remember, when I first had to kill a person.
Yeah. But yeah, they actually, they didn't back off from that. And the only real people you kill are, like, gods or half-gods or whatever. But everything else is, like, either an animal or, like, a demon. So you kind of avoid the pitfalls of something like The Last of Us.
Solid.
Which I do appreciate. And the combat, I think, is really good in the game. Because do you know the main weapon is different from the Blades of Chaos in the original game?
I never actually played the God of War series.
But you remember the spikes with chains on the end, right?
Yes.
They don't have that in the new
Wait, really? But that was like the main shit.
Yeah.
That was the shit that was in all the trailers and gameplay.
Yeah, exactly. But they gave you, instead they gave you this basically Mjolnir as, like, except it's, an axe. But what's cool about it, and it's like the Thor game you always wanted, where it's like, you can, fight with the axe regularly, but you can also throw it and, aim it like a shooting weapon. But what's great about it also is you can choose when you want to recall the axe at a button tap. So you can throw the axe and then you can actually fight with your fists.
Oh, sweet.
So the thing is, you throw an axe at somebody and it freezes them. Then you can go and punch somebody else while they're frozen. And the thing is like punching somebody actually has, like, stun damage as opposed to the axe, which is mostly just about killing things.
Yeah.
But if you stun them enough, you can actually create, like, a finisher. Like the glory kills from Doom.
Yeah.
Like that. So there's a lot of strategy in behind it. And also, one of the best things, if you throw the axe and you forget about it for a while, but then you recall it back at their enemies, on its way back to your hand, it will actually knock over and if it hits them in the legs, they actually fall over.
Oh, sweet.
So it's like, there's a lot of good stuff in the combat and stuff like that. And that was always my problem with The Last of Us, is that the gameplay part of it was relatively shallow in comparison.
Yeah.
Though I will say the new game...
Sneak, neck snap, sneak, neck snap,
Yeah.
throw rock, sneak, neck snap.
Yeah.
Knife. Or shank, or shiv.
It was a shiv.
Why a shiv instead of a shank?
Because I guess Naughty Dog think they're from the streets. It's like remember the Kevin Smith, John Peters thing? It's like, you and me, we get Superman. You know why? Why? Because you and me, we're from the street.
I thought on the streets they say shank. I don't know. Not from the streets.
I'm from the suburbs. You're a hairdresser. Neither of us are from the street.
Fuck, I love that video story.
I've shown that to so many people.
It's a great
video.
All of a sudden, like a giant fucking spider shows up. Yeah.
Turns it full circle and everything. It's
John Peters.
Fucking John Peters. And well, it also turns out that he's
what's he up to lately?
Being outed from Hollywood because he's a sexual predator.
Oh, that.
As far as I know a little bit about it, but it was like a big deal because he actually helped produce A Star Is Born.
Really?
And then that got found out. So when the Oscars came, I think they took his credits out of the movie or something like that.
Oh shit!
So it's like, you know what? A lot of this suddenly makes sense now. And I was like, oof. But that video is still great.
Also produced by Christopher Plummer. Like, remember how throughout the 2000s there was like that whole genre of fiction that I heard it called misery lit, where it was just like show someone from another country and just show their life just fucking sucking. That was the thing I learned. It was shown to me like time and time again in school. The Kite Runner's actually good. That's an exception to this rule.
I've never actually read the book, and I've heard it's really good.
But I read all these books like Falling Leaves. What was another one? Falling Leaves is one of them. God, I can't remember the name of all these. One was set in Russia.
You know what
Another one was set in Russia. Yeah, I read a lot of books in school, I remember. And there were a lot of movies of this sort, too, around in the 2000s. But it would basically just show you, like, a child. Oh, he's a child, never an adult, because childs are sympathetic or whatever.
Yep.
From another country. Just at, like, the worst possible time in that country's history.
Yeah.
And then we just see their life being a fucking living hell. And at the end of it, you're supposed to be like, oh, man, I really sympathize. But all I ever learned was, fuck, okay, never leave America. Jeez. Like, I've met foreigners, and they don't all live.
Never leave the States. Shit. There's some more.
Everybody who's not from America doesn't live a life of just toil and heartache.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
But like movies like Slumdog Millionaire.
Oh,
I remember
God.
shit like that. Fucking, that was a big part of it.
Yeah.
I remember I forget what it was. I was like crying as a kid. My mom yelled at me because
you were
she yelled at me and told me that she had just watched this movie the night before called The Wind That Shakes the Barley about like Irish revolutionaries.
Yeah.
And she yelled like, those people had reasons to cry.
Fuck you, you little dumb kid, you can't cry.
It's like fucking Sarah wasn't fighting a revolution and shit. I'm getting real sick of this soundtrack to this.
I'm getting really sick of the level, I think, is more of the problem right now.
I think this whole episode
is...
I had a feeling that today's episode was gonna go off the rails. We might as well just get this shit fully off the rails. Let's fucking...
It goes off the rails. And fucking... It stops right there.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. This fucking...
Okay, I take it back. This rum is dangerous. Did you say that? What proof is this?
Oh, that's like 30 proof.
Oh, okay.
Oh, don't worry. That one's fine.
Good. So I can...
the other ones that taste like alcohol are like 100 proof.
Okay.
That one you're okay drinking.
Sweet.
Don't worry about it. Besides, you got me as a ride, and I've only drank a little bit.
The lift strike is over, so
it is.
It's
it only lasted a day,
I didn't
right?
cross the picket line.
Neither
by the way,
neither did I.
I went a whole fucking week. I live across town from my work, and the bus system in Boston fucking sucked. And I did not cross that lift picket line.
Is that it?
I'm
wow,
drinking
it's
your dad's
rear
booze,
end.
am I not?
Wow, I just realized.
I take too much advantage.
It is. I just realized it is literally shitting on us.
Oh really? Oh.
It's rear end. Well, now that's just rude, okay?
Yeah, no, it's the fucking sound.
I
literally spent, earlier today, I spent a solid, 10, 15 minutes, even using save states to get through, a frustrating piece of Mega Man 2. And I had more fun doing that than doing this. I think you gotta just go for those glowing spots.
Yeah,
I don't think anything
I
other
really don't
than
think
it's
anything
gonna
else is
hit
gonna do it.
It's annoying that it lights up red, at the whole body, but yeah, just the glowing.
Well, I mean, there's our mini-map, so I guess we could track it, but it's not like we could shoot it. You know, a primary example of doing, a sand type boss battle in this has always been something like, Shadow of the Colossus is a good example of one of those kind of battles because of the way its system works around boss battles. Because you know about the boss battles in Shadow of the Colossus, right?
Yes. I haven't played it. I've meant to. I trust that it's good. Everyone said it's good.
What was great about it is, the system is that, you climb these colossi, basically, so you have to, hold on to them. And it's kind of like a puzzle and an action game, how it's like, you have to hold on with the button and you have a grip gauge.
Ooh,
that
big
you have to
lava health.
Oh, man. Oh, I feel so good. But, the thing is when it comes out to bite you, you grab onto it, and then you hold on even when it goes under the sand, so then you have a clear time that you can, attack it, basically. And with this, it's like, it comes out, and then it waggles its dick at you, and then it goes away.
Yeah.
And it's just, it kind of feels like it's just flipping me off every time it comes out, and there's nothing I can do about it. Because it seems like those things regrow.
Oh, jeez, there's more than 6. How many of these fucking things do we gotta take out?
Wait a minute. Wait, that was a different animation. Maybe I took out enough? The music
stopped.
Did we beat it?
Did we? What?
What? What the
fuck?
If it's over, I swear to God.
What? The fuck was that?
What the fuck was that? Okay, wait, there's an arrow pointing me somewhere to go. Okay. What?
That thing better, come back.
It better pay off.
We did not go through, 41 minutes, 55 seconds of, oh, I hear the music.
Okay, it's back. Okay, but I see there's an arrow that's pointing me somewhere.
Yeah, maybe just run past
I'm just gonna go run.
It's gonna insta-kill you if you
I know.
It's gonna...
Come on. Come at me, bro. Okay, wait a minute. The arrow stops here. Maybe when it charges, maybe we're supposed to try and get it to fall off the cliff?
Maybe...
Wait, maybe we can go there or something. I don't know. Because the thing is whenever it goes down, it regenerates. But I don't know how we're going to be able to beat this thing.
Those things aren't regenerating.
Yeah, they are. On the left side, they did.
Did they?
I think so. Here, let's see. Okay. Just stop fucking around. Oh no, that's its ass.
That's its ass.
Oh right, it's.
This is the thing I was noticing rewatching the other one. Was there not a lot of moments where a lot of snow is kicked up in this game and you can't see shit for a while.
Yeah. Oh wait, maybe we can escape this nightmare. Okay. This level design is definitely of the 2000s era of... Actually, no, not even of the 2000s
I mean,
era.
this is a big section for, like, where vehicles would make sense.
Yeah.
But the tread tractor thing keeps getting destroyed, and when it's on two legs, it walks at, like, basically your walking speed.
Yeah. No, it's slower than your walking speed.
So, like, what's the point of that vehicle at all?
Wait, what the... Okay.
You're getting bombarded from a distance.
Okay. What?
Are you fucking kidding me? 44 minutes, everybody.
Did you hear that? Yeah.
Sorry about the cursor.
That was 44 minutes. God fucking damn it.
Come on, Capcom, write us some terrible dialogue to make us feel better.
Who's the voice actor? Did you find that out? His voice sounds really familiar.
I'll look it up. Again, more Metal Gear Solid references. Yeah.
Ooh. We're getting a new character here.
Yep.
She's dressed in a cool dress thing.
This area is under NEVEC supervision. Leave while I'm still in a good mood.
Alright, she's got face paint on her mech. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. That was needs to go more over the top. Outrunning the bullets, commando style, classic. My friend actually just sat in front of Arnold Schwarzenegger at a restaurant, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And of course, a friend of mine just had to go get to the chopper. Obviously, when he texted us, and I was like, no, get to the check, motherfucker. I didn't actually say that, but I wish I did now.
And right,
God,
I'm playing.
Yeah. Oh shit. One thing that I really wish that this game would embrace is more of the traversal stuff with the grappling.
Yeah, Just Cause style.
Yeah, Just Cause style, really. But not.
Yeah, that could make it turn more like a because Spider-Man games constantly have you flipping around.
Yeah, definitely.
It would be really cool to whip across the room with your grappling hook and then fire off.
Yeah.
Thing maybe just turn the pace up because these levels are huge and your walking speed is so slow and there's no sprinting.
Yeah.
And my mic won't stay up.
Yeah, that was the problem with a lot of these games. Is beforehand there was a hard time trying to find unique traversal mechanics and stuff like that. And or it's like this was
Halo
before
had
sprinting.
vehicles.
Well, it must be I just wish that when you embrace action, you need to be able to move fast, which is what. Well, Doom is a great example of something like that. You know? Where it's you move fast enough, and the reason why you move fast is not just because that's how the old games did it, and that's why it's better. It's because you had a manic pace and everything. And if you have a manic gameplay, then you need a manic pace, and then you need to be able to keep up.
Yeah.
Because if the player's going around killing a bunch of people, you want to be able to move fast enough to not only dodge enemy projectiles like this, because I can't really dodge her attacks.
Yep.
Developers, you should be listening to us.
Mash some buttons. Is there a roll feature we're missing? Gears of War had one.
Yeah.
It was very essential to that game's, gameplay.
Yeah.
The combat.
There's jumping and maybe I can I know it. I think I know what I'm supposed to do. I think I'm supposed to maybe grapple up when she attacks me. Well, I'm probably gonna
I don't know. Maybe we should just try fucking running past this boss.
I think
because evidently boss fights are non-essential.
Yeah. Fuck.
I like too that the part of this game, they add a giant worm that shoots fucking flying manta rays, and instead of having that be the big boss battle with a a health bar and everything, they chose just a mech with face paint.
Yeah.
Oh, you're out of energy. You're gonna
dead.
die.
There we go.
And you did.
There you go. In movie news, Endgame is rocketing up the charts.
Yeah. What was that shit you posted about Detective Pikachu beating it
Oh
internationally?
yeah, I beat it in the international market. It was amazing.
That is amazing.
Oh, but James Cameron actually made a post about this, about it beating Titanic.
Really?
And hang on, I'm gonna show you the picture that he posted.
Alright, so read that one out loud.
To Kevin and everybody at Marvel, an iceberg sank the real Titanic. It took the Avengers to sink my Titanic. Everyone here at the Lightroom Entertainment salutes your amazing achievement. You've shown that the movie industry is not only alive and well, it's bigger than ever. Jim Cameron.
Yeah.
And then there's a picture of the Titanic being shipwrecked by the Avengers logo.
Oh, solid.
Yeah.
The yeah, I was thinking of that because like the Avengers, it had 10 years of build up.
Yep.
And Iron Man was what, 2008?
Yep.
2019, and finally they topped.
It was all an elaborate plan by Disney.
Yeah, but I mean James Cameron did Titanic and yeah, hit #1 out just like out the blue. No, not 10 years of build up. He just did it in one go. And then 10 years later with Avatar,
out of the blue.
again, fucking did it in one go. Beat Titanic.
But I will be perfectly honest. I do think Endgame is honestly a better movie
Oh,
than
yeah,
both Avatar and
I don't
Titanic.
I don't doubt that at all. But I gotta give James Cameron props.
I mean, I
for-
do like James Cameron.
I mean, he was the highest grossing director of all time, twice in a
Twice in a
row.
row.
Did he even do anything, like, aside from that documentary about Finding Titanic, in between Titanic and Avatar? Did he make any movies? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, essentially what he says, the thing that everybody misunderstands about Avatar is whenever he says it took him, like, 10 years to write the script, it's like, no, he didn't take 10 years to write the script. He took 10 years for the technology to be able to make what he wanted became available, because everything had to be invented. And the thing about Avatar, say what you will, but it is... When you actually look at all the technical innovations it's done, it pretty much did single-handedly change the industry, and I do respect it for that. Especially, like, you know how motion capture does things with, you know, they strap a GoPro to people's faces? That came from Avatar, actually.
I remember they hyped that up with Avatar when it came out.
Yeah. And, you know, it's a pretty movie, and James Cameron's an effective director. It's just, you know, I don't want to see Dances with Wolves again.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a good, because it came out 2009, I think, was Avatar.
Yep, 2009. It
was a good primer.
Year.
It was a good primer for the decade that would come of getting us ready to just see, like, hey, get ready to see, like, a few actors in mostly CGI environments for the next 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, actually, you could view the...
Oh, I'm almost out of that fucking energy again. Let me guess, I'm gonna die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can view the precursor of Avatar, actually.
And there I go.
You ever heard of Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I tried to rewatch it. I liked it as a kid. I tried to rewatch it in high school. It fucking sucked.
It was really fun. I was in a screenwriting class, and one of them decided to use that as their, like, inspiration film, because everybody had to choose, like, a movie to be inspired by. And they immediately regretted it afterwards, because they're like, I wish so bad that I could change my choice, because this movie does not work really well. I was like, oh, at least I picked a good movie.
What'd you pick?
You may have heard of it. It's called Kumiko and the Treasure Hunter.
Nope.
It's based on this real life story of this woman from Japan who saw Fargo and saw that it said it was based on a true story and thought it was real. So she actually went to Minnesota to try and find, because in the movie, if you don't know since you haven't seen it, but there's a point when somebody buries like a suitcase full of money in the snow, but you know it's not a true story, but she thought it was, and so she literally actually went out to Minnesota and she died looking for the fake treasure, and it's like a really sad story. But you know, they adapted it to a movie, and it was actually pretty good. My script sucked, but you know, it's okay.
What was the script you did for this project?
It was it's awful. It's a self-autobiographical kind of thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Really awful. Just, I never want anyone to read it. Except my screenwriting professor, she loved it so much that she actually shows it to other people in classes.
Oh, damn.
I was like, well, I'm glad you like how much work I put into it, but it's a terrible script, so...
I once had that happen with an essay I didn't remember reading. or writing
Oh yeah.
in high school. I like wrote it at like 2 a.m. and in one go, and
nice.
just turned it in, and like a week later.
Wait, was that schizo?
Was what?
That script.
Oh no, that script. No, that script. We don't talk about that script. That script was made into a movie that I never actually saw, and I hope it never sees the light of day. I'm very ashamed of that one.
It's almost dead. Hang on.
Get it? Oh, but you're fucking.
God!
Oh wait, she's got little yellow glowy bits too. Maybe if I just hit
Wait,
those.
she does? Where?
Yeah, just sort of on like the joints.
Oh yeah, maybe. I suppose if we got behind her, we could probably end this in one hit or something like that. But
Hunter
good luck
style.
getting behind her. Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Lucky. I think maybe that's what takes out her rockets or something.
This is actually okay. This is actually reminded me a lot of the Mega Man 2 fights, but those were fast paced and awesome, and this is slow and
Yeah.
boring. Literally, like 3 hours ago, I was having tons of fun fighting bosses in a fucking 8-bit Nintendo game. Anyways, come on, fucking
Asshole.
This is gonna be
Oh,
such a
trigger for
great
grenade,
episode
yeah.
of this show. It's just gonna be us like failing to beat
This is gonna be fun.
2 fucking bosses.
And I don't even think we're playing on hard difficulty or anything. Alright, why don't you get in the mech? Maybe that.
Yeah, but that's gonna make my energy go down
Yeah.
faster, and then we're gonna.
But it's
Be in
not
the-
like it's gonna last long. Because the problem with this fight is we don't have any, like, way to get more energy.
Or a way to see what the fuck I'm shooting at.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is. She's on the other side of the.
It's like it's like we have two boss fights that if they were combined in some way they would be tolerable, because you have like the worm boss fight, you have like the nice open landscape, and you have a lot of room to maneuver.
Yeah, and
But
then this
then-
one,
Yeah.
you're just in a shed.
It's not even a shed, it's like a broken factory.
Yeah.
That's
Or
not
just-
fun.
One room in a broken factory. This is.
Man, this factory is also really small, by
God
the way.
damn it, can I just
kill it.
Just let me pick some shit up.
And there's so much debris
I can't see.
and
I can't.
smoke.
Yeah, I can't see what I'm shooting at. I'm trusting the reticle here.
Yeah. At least it seems like we can blow up her missiles.
Assuming I like keep just firing in the same one direction, looking
But it's not
directly at
killing
her.
her fast enough.
God damn it! Just give me a fucking chance.
God damn it!
And of course, oh, we're gonna watch. Yeah, here we
Yeah.
go, and it's out.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing I can do. I'm just gonna die. Oh,
And
she
she
gets
gets
a
a
dodge
maneuver.
button, and we don't.
I swear to God, when I pick up the controller next, I'm gonna find a dodge.
And
button.
she's
We're gonna
dead.
look like
Or
a
we're
fucking-
dead. I'm dead.
We're all dead.
I wish.
I wish for death right now.
I pray for death. The sweet release.
Some death. You know, because I was looking back at this the first video, and you know, I was like, hey, we get to play Lost Play again. It seemed alright, but now I'm just getting pissed off.
Like, I'm amazed by how little progress.
Little
Excuse-
progress. we
Little
made.
progress we've made. Yeah, no, I'm amazed by how little progress we've made
Wait.
in an hours of. How are they?
We have a dodge button. We have a dodge button on just the mechs.
Well, that's gone.
Well, at least we took out a sizable. God damn it.
Yeah, Is the laser followed by the rocket necessary?
Yeah.
That's
That would
overkill.
kill most people.
Just give me a fucking chance.
This is-
I was flying fan into the fire. It's like we finally like realized we could just move past the goddamn worm.
Fucking
Now we're stuck in a
goddamn
shed
it.
with this shit.
Just die.
We're at an hour now. This has been 15
15
minutes.
minutes. Fucking
45
goddamn
minutes
it.
of work, followed by 15 minutes of this shit.
Just let me reload.
How did this game get a sequel?
How did this game get made? How did this game get anything right? Crying.
Just let us leave. I wanna go
can't
home.
even leave. Fucking goddamn
God
it!
damn it!
We
you knock us over again. You know what's frustrating too is that like she doesn't even take out your health bar. She just like knocks you over. Just like just trips you.
It's like being bullied on the playground.
It's like tying your fucking shoelaces together. Like
I'll give you my lunch money. Just leave me alone.
She just doesn't stop firing. What's that? Oh god! 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Hey! 4 Mississippis. We got 4 Mississippis and they're getting shot again.
Oh my god. Oh, fucking god damn it! Leave me! Stop it! I'll give you my energy. Just leave me alone. This boss fight sucks. It sucks. It so hurts so much.
This is terrible.
This isn't mediocre anymore. This just sucks.
Oh my god. Can you stand up?
Just leave
for more than 2 fucking seconds.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
We did it!
We did it!
I can't see this episode reaching a higher point than this.
Should we end it?
God damn it.
God damn it.
I don't want to do another episode. It's closing thoughts. Closing thoughts on this fucking experience. God damn it. That fucking sucked. Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
I'm crying. Damn it. That sucks.
That was so bad. Oh my god.
This wasn't even satisfying to beat her. It was just like, thank you, it's
45
over.
minutes on the word that we could have just walked past the whole fucking time. Fuck you, Capcom.
Fuck you.
What the fuck? Oh my god. Yeah, that sucked. That was an unenjoyable.
That was so fucking terrible.
Thanks for watching Mediocre Marvelous. Fuck Lost Planet. Oh my god, no wonder I never beat this game as a kid. Jeez.